Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. And today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about the latest news in the Green Day world, which, by the way, I know I'm super late at this. This was already announced a couple of weeks ago, but I still wanted to make sure I made a video and I shared my thoughts about it. And it is, of course, about the latest announcement of the new box set of Nimrod, the 1997 album by Green Day. And yeah, they're coming up with a new box set for it that is going to come out early next year. And super exciting news for everybody that's a Green Day fan out there, including myself. And this is a big news, especially for me, because Nimrod will always have a special place in my heart. That's the very first Green Day album that I really got into. Maybe I was a little bit too young when Dookie and Insomniac came out. I knew of the songs, of course, I liked them, but I wasn't a huge Green Day fan when those records came out. It was when Nimrod really came out and when I saw the music video for Hitching a Ride on MTV that I really got into the band. And I remember watching the music video for Hitching a Ride on MTV back in the day, and I said, I'm in. This is my type of music. I'm gonna be into this for the rest of my life. I was in from the very first note. That's how impactful this record was for my music taste. And yeah, this is going to be the 25th anniversary of the album next year. And yeah, in this video I'm going to share a little bit about the news and my thoughts about what we know about the box set that's going to come out next year. Alright, but before talking about the box set, I wanted to show you this. This is the reissue of Nimrod that came out, I think it was back in 2019 or 2020. And it came out on exclusive color vinyl on yellow vinyl. They did a really great job on this repress. Because a lot of Green Day fans may know that Nimrod is a pretty unique album because it has 18 tracks, but they're all very short. So it's a little bit too long for a single LP, but too short for a fully double LP. So what they did was something very clever. They just pressed it on double LP, on 2 discs, on color vinyl. This version is on the marbled clear yellow vinyl that matches the artwork. And the side B, the last side of the record, is etched with the Green Day logo from back then. So yeah, they did a kick-ass job on this repress. And of course I had to order it when it was announced because I didn't have any copies of Nimrod on vinyl. They weren't really hard to get. It's just that they were a little bit pricey and I didn't want to buy just a standard copy. I wanted to wait until they announced a special edition of the record. And that's what I wanted to share with you, these records, because take a look at the hype sticker on this one. It says 20th anniversary edition of Nimrod. The 5th studio album, now on double LP yellow vinyl. So when I saw that they announced this, I said, okay, they're not going to do anything special for the record except the different color vinyl. I'll go ahead and buy it. I don't have it on vinyl before. I didn't have it on vinyl before, so I'll just get it now that it's the 20th anniversary edition. And now in 2023, or now in 2022, they're announcing the box set that's going to include this record on double vinyl too, with the double discs on 3 sides. And as far as I can tell from the posting, there's nothing that says that it's going to be remastered or remixed or anything like that. It's going to be just a standard version of the vinyl in the box set. So I just thought that it was a little bit misleading that they announced this and then just a few years later they announced the box set. Not a big deal. If you're a Green Day fan, you're going to get both anyways. But we'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts about that later in the video. But yeah, I was really happy with this record anyway. So if you want to pick up a copy of this one, it will be just fine if you don't plan to get the box set. So yeah, let's take a look at the website. This is the Green Day store website, and they have a couple of different versions of the vinyl. They have the version on silver vinyl, which is the limited the limited edition version of the box set, and then they also have the standard black vinyl for the same price, and they also have the same on 3 CDs. But as far as I can tell, there's no way to just buy the record separately from the box set. So if you take a look at the posting, this is what I found really interesting. So you get, of course, the box, you get the what it looks like to be a booklet, some pictures, you get the slip mat, you get the commemorative backstage passes, you get a poster, which looks really cool actually, and you get 3 records on 5 LPs. So you get, like I said before, the regular studio version of Nimrod on double LP, 3-sided double LP, and you get the demos, a disc full of demo songs from Nimrod, from that era, and you get a 3rd album that has it's a live album, Green Day Live at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia, recorded in 1997. Of course, I'm still stoked about this release because there's a lot of stuff here that I really want to listen to. And but yeah, what I wanted to share with you is what I'm mostly interested in, and that's the LP number 3, the Nimrod demos. And if you read the product details in the website, you'll see that they mention, even though the track listing shows 14 tracks for the demo album, the product details actually say that it only has 2 unreleased tracks, which I thought it was quite interesting because if you go back to the track listing, you'll see, if you're a Green Day fan, you won't recognize a lot of the names of these tracks. I think I counted about 6 songs that I have never heard of before. So what I figured out is that if they are announcing only 2 new unreleased tracks, that probably means that they only have those 2 unreleased tracks, and the other songs may be different names of the songs that were released in Nimrod, just in demo versions of those tracks, which would still be kind of interesting because if they are actually changing the name of the song, or if it had a different name back then, it usually means that the song may be very different compared to the final version of the track. So I'm still very interested about those songs that, even though they may have come out on Nimrod, that they're releasing it as part of the demo album. So you get Nice Guys Finish Last, and a few other tracks that were released and have the same name as on Nimrod, like The Grouch, Walking Alone, Jinx. You also get Reject, and you get some other tracks that they were not released on Nimrod, but they came out on other records, like let's see, Espionage came out in the Austin Powers soundtrack back in the day. When It's Time came out in the soundtrack of the Broadway musical. Desensitized came out in the B-side compilation Shenanigans from back in 2001. And the other songs I don't recognize, except, let's see, which one was it? You Irritate Me. This is the single that came out just a couple of weeks ago as a promo single. And Trey Polka, that's an interesting one, track number 9 in the demos album. This one, a lot of people are saying that it could be the song DUI that was originally supposed to come out in the B-side compilation Shenanigans, but it was canceled at the last minute because of the lyrical content of the song. They didn't like the content, so they ended up taking it out of that record. And if you are a Green Day fan, and if you had access to the internet back in the early 2000s, you probably have heard that song before, either from a digital download or from a website. I don't know, but I have heard that song. It's been a while, but I have heard it. But still, it will be interesting to see how they come up with that demo of that track. And then there's a few covers, like it said in the product details. It has a cover of Allison by Elvis Costello. And actually, that's the only one that was announced in the product details. But I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre may be potentially a cover of the Ramones. It would make sense, of course, with the big influence that the Ramones had on Green Day. But it could also be something else, or maybe it could be a previously released song from Nimrod. I'm not really sure. All right, so what do I wish they had changed about the box set of Nimrod? First of all, I wish they had given us the option to just buy the demo disc and the live record separately. Especially if you're like me, you already own a copy of Nimrod on vinyl, you don't really need an extra one. Even if it didn't come with the commemorative laminates and the poster and the slip mat, don't really care too much about those. I wish they had given us the option just to order those two records, the demos and the live album. That would have been great at a reduced price, of course. And number two, I wish they had included a few more songs in the live album. I know it already has 20 songs in it, but I wish they had replaced, or maybe if they had done a few of the songs, if they had included a few of the songs from Nimrod that were played live during that era, during that tour, that they don't normally play live now. For example, songs like Basket Case and Knowledge and Brain Stew and Hitchin' a Ride. Well, maybe Hitchin' a Ride is not a great example because it's a song from Nimrod, but other songs like Welcome to Paradise and She, there's a million different versions of live versions of those songs out there that they have already been released. I wish they had included a few more tracks that they played during that tour that they don't play now live, or that they're not available in other live recordings. I wish they had included a live version of Redundant, for example. It's a great track from Nimrod. All the Time is one of my favorite tracks from the record as well. And Jinx and Haushinka, awesome two tracks. Almost they go back to back, kind of like Brain Stew and Jaded. And it would have been great to see or to hear a live version of Reject and Take Back, which I don't think they included here in the live version. That would have been amazing. But either way, you can only choose from one of the concert set lists, so I'm still okay with that track list. And finally, like I mentioned before, I wish they had included a few more unreleased songs, just to have a little bit of extra stuff for Green Day fans to absorb that is brand new and unheard of. Because as for now, they have already released You Irritate Me, which was really the only one that wasn't released at that point. And Trey Polka, which might be DUI, we don't know, we'll find out. But I don't know, I wish they had included a few more unreleased tracks in the demo disc. But either way, super exciting. Like I said before, I already pre-ordered this box set. Really looking forward to it. And yeah, I'll definitely be playing that demo disc the minute I get that on the mail. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you gonna be pre-ordering this box set from Nimrod? What is your favorite track of the album? Let me know. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.